Have you ever felt like you're working hard, but somehow your life never really changes? You promise yourself that tomorrow will be different, yet tomorrow always looks exactly like today. The truth is terrifying. Not because the world is against you, but because the biggest enemy has been quietly living inside your own mind this entire time. Your mind doesn't scream when it's destroying your future. It whispers. It tells you, you can start tomorrow. It says, you're not ready yet. It convinces you that waiting feels safer than trying. And before you realize it, weeks become months, and months become years. Most people think failure destroys dreams. That's not true. Dreams die long before failure ever arrives. They die the moment you start believing every fearful thought that enters your head. Your future isn't stolen overnight. It disappears one excuse at a time. Imagine carrying a backpack filled with invisible rocks. Every negative thought adds another stone. Every doubt makes the load heavier. Eventually, you become so exhausted that standing still feels easier than moving forward. The weight was never real until you believed it was. Here's something most people never realize. Your brain is designed to protect you, not to make you successful. It would rather keep you comfortable than let you grow. That's why every new opportunity feels dangerous, even when it could completely change your life. Every excuse sounds reasonable when you hear it inside your own head. I'm too tired. I'll do it next week. Someone else is more talented. But excuses are like invisible prison bars. You don't even notice them until years have passed and the door is still locked. Look around. Every successful person you've ever admired fought the exact same battle. The difference wasn't intelligence. It wasn't luck. It was the decision to stop believing every negative thought that appeared inside their mind. Your thoughts are like clouds passing through the sky. Some are beautiful. Others are dark storms. But here's the secret. You are not the clouds. You are the sky. Thoughts come and go. Your choices decide whether you follow them. Right now, your future is quietly watching every decision you make. Every minute spent scrolling, every dream postponed, every excuse accepted is writing tomorrow's story. The question is simple. Will your mind continue controlling your future, or will today be the day you finally take control? Think about the person you could become 5 years from now. Stronger, wiser, more confident. Now imagine that version of yourself standing right in front of you. They're not asking why you failed. They're asking one painful question. Why didn't you even try? Fear has an incredible talent. It makes imaginary problems feel more real than actual opportunities. You spend hours worrying about what might happen, while life quietly passes by without asking for permission. The greatest prison isn't built with steel. It's built with habits. Every day you repeat the same routine. Your comfort zone grows stronger. One day you wake up and realize you become a prisoner without ever seeing the walls. Your mind loves certainty. It would rather choose familiar pain than unfamiliar success. That's why people stay in jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, and routines that slowly steal their dreams. Imagine planting a tree today. At first, nothing changes. Tomorrow, nothing changes. Even next month, it barely looks different. But years later, that tiny seed becomes something powerful enough to survive storms. Success grows exactly the same way. Small actions may seem invisible today, but they create visible results tomorrow. One extra page, one workout, one difficult conversation, one brave decision. Tiny victories become extraordinary lives. Overthinking feels productive because your brain stays busy. But thinking without action is like sitting in a parked car with the engine running. You burn energy, yet never move forward. You don't need more motivation. Motivation disappears. Discipline stays. The people who achieve extraordinary things aren't always inspired. They simply refuse to negotiate with their excuses. Today is an ordinary day. That's exactly why it matters. Most lives never change during dramatic moments. They change on quiet mornings when someone decides to do one thing differently than yesterday. Right now, two voices are fighting inside your mind. One says, stay where it's safe. The other whispers, become who you were meant to be. Every decision you make strengthens one of those voices. The question is, which one are you feeding today? The mind is like a garden. If you don't plant confidence, fear will grow naturally. If you don't plant discipline, laziness will take over. Every thought you water becomes stronger. Every habit you repeat becomes your future. Nobody suddenly becomes successful overnight. Success is built in the moments when no one is watching. It's built when you choose work over comfort, growth over entertainment, and action over excuses. Every morning, your brain asks one simple question. What's familiar? It doesn't ask, what's possible? That's your job. Greatness begins the moment you stop asking what feels easy and start asking what moves you forward. Imagine your future watching everything you do today. Every hour wasted becomes a silent regret. Every brave action becomes a gift to the person you're becoming. Your future isn't waiting for luck, it's waiting for your decisions. The biggest lie your mind tells you is this: there's still plenty of time. But time never slows down. It never pauses. Every second you hesitate is a second your dreams can never get back. You don't have to be fearless to move forward. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is taking one more step, even while fear walks beside you. That's how ordinary people create extraordinary lives. One decision can rewrite your entire story. One book can change your mindset. One mentor can change your direction. One habit can change your identity. Never underestimate the power of one small choice repeated every single day. From this moment forward, stop asking if you're ready. Start asking if you're willing. Because readiness is a myth. Every successful person started before they felt prepared. The only perfect time to begin is the moment you decide to stop waiting. 1 year from now, you'll wish you had started today. The pain of discipline lasts for a moment, but the pain of regret can stay with you for a lifetime. Every day you delay, you're choosing a future version of yourself that has to live with today's excuses. The world doesn't reward intentions. It rewards action. Nobody can see your dreams, your plans, or your excuses. They only see what you build. Your future will never be created by what you wanted to do. It will be created by what you actually did. There will never be a perfect moment. You'll always be busy. You'll always have problems. You'll always have doubts. Waiting for the perfect time is simply another way of choosing never to begin. Imagine waking up tomorrow with the habits you've always wanted. Exercising without excuses. Learning without distraction. Working without procrastination. That life doesn't begin tomorrow. It begins with the next decision you make after this video. Every champion was once a beginner who felt lost. Every leader once doubted themselves. Every successful person you admire once stood exactly where you are now. They simply refused to let fear write the final chapter. Close your eyes for a moment and picture the life you've always dreamed about. The stronger body, the peaceful mind, the meaningful work, the financial freedom. That future isn't impossible. It is simply waiting for today's commitment. From today onward, stop saying, "I'll try." Instead, say, "I will." One word changes your identity. Trying leaves room to quit. Commitment leaves no room for excuses. Your future is being written right now. Not tomorrow, not next Monday, not next year. Right now. If this message inspired you, don't let it become another video you forget. Take one action today, no matter how small. And if you're ready to train your mind for success, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Because this is only the beginning of the person you're about to become.